All right, folks, let's take a look at Bitcoin today. It's been an interesting couple days to say the least. You know, Bitcoin went down to like 25,000 and some change. Now we're right back above 26,000, scaring all the weak, dumb money out of the market. It happens every cycle. You know, I always say the one way I can gauge the markets is I look at comments and I just feel the market sentiment. Nobody's talked to me and my family about crypto in the last few months. None of my friends really talk about crypto. It's completely dead to most people. Of course, once Bitcoin goes back above $50,000, once Cardano goes above $1 again, and all your favorite altcoins go back up, all the dumb money, unfortunately, is going to come running back in. So right now, we have a situation where the stock market is absolutely on a tear. A lot of analysts think the stock market is probably just going to dump pretty soon. A lot of people think it's like an AI bubble type thing. Here's an article I found. Big stock market rally to be followed by a big collapse, says BOFA's Hartnett. A would-be bull market driven by a surge in artificial intelligence stock market plays still feels like it has much in common with a run-up to the recent collapse, argued Bank of America strategist Michael Hartnett in Friday Note. Hartnett said he sees maximum upside for the S&P 500 of 100 to 150 points versus 300 points downside. Well, they always say this. Every time the stock market's pumping, they always say it's gonna dump soon after. They always say we're gonna have a blow off top and we're gonna dump. It is possible. I mean, a lot of people think we are going into a recession. We're already into a recession. A lot of people can't figure out why the stock market's pumping right now. So it's definitely possible that the stock market's going to dump very, very soon. So I have no idea what's going to happen. But even if the stock market does dump, you still have the Bitcoin halving coming up in 10 months, 11 months, 9 months, I can't even remember, which is going to take Bitcoin on an absolute tear. 10 trillion asset manager and top banks are betting big on Bitcoin. Blue chip banks and corporations are increasing their bets on Bitcoin by purchasing MicroStrategy stock in recent months. They injected a massive amount of liquidity into MSTR, MicroStrategy Bitcoin reports. Now, I bought a bunch of MicroStrategy stock a couple months ago. I was telling you guys to buy it. It's a great way to buy Bitcoin if you don't want to buy Bitcoin on the exchanges. And essentially, you're buying Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up, MicroStrategy pumps. Bitcoin dumps, MicroStrategy dumps. And it turns out, here's the article. Did you know that while the SEC is busy suing Binance and Coinbase, BlackRock and the biggest banks in the U.S. are silently acquiring records amount of Bitcoin? These banks buying Bitcoin include BlackRock, Bank of America, and Fidelity. So folks, when all the dumb money's dumping, everybody's telling you it's over. And the best way I tell about dumb money is I go on YouTube comments. It doesn't pick your favorite YouTuber who has a lot of subscribers. When you see all that negativity, that's all the dumb money flushing out of the market. Meanwhile, these guys are buying. I told myself a couple years ago, or at least last year, I'm going to do whatever the smart money's doing. I'm not going to get caught up in this little trading in and out of coins, pumping and dumping. If Bitcoin dumps, if crypto dumps, I buy more. As long as I never have more than 25, 30% of my net worth in crypto, I can continue to do that. And if it all goes to zero, at least I tried. But if it does what I think it's going to do, I'll be retiring and, in a couple years. And that's what I want to be doing. So I've been accumulating. I bought some more Cardano actually the other day at 24 cents. I couldn't help myself. I had to buy a little bit more. And I actually bought a little bit more MicroStrategy stock. So I'm ready to blast off. Unfortunately, it is going to be a volatile year. We could go back under $20,000 for Bitcoin, especially if the stock market dumps. Anything's possible. But this happens every single bull bear market. It happens every 4-year cycle. This is nothing new. And if you don't believe me, just go look at the charts. But all the big whales right now are buying Bitcoin and crypto in general. BlackRock and Fidelity are in the top 5 buying MicroStrategy. Bank of America also increased its MicroStrategy shares through BOFA securities. Its stake size spiked by over 47,000%. Folks, I know I just said this, but the big whales are buying exposure to Bitcoin. And if they can't buy Bitcoin because it's not legal, they're buying MicroStrategy or they're buying Coinbase. On top of that, BlackRock may have found a way to get SEC approval for a spot BTF. BlackRock hasn't given up. Now they're looking for an ETF. The hedge fund included a surveillance sharing agreement in its proposal, which could eliminate the risk of market manipulation related to Bitcoin. Now, as you guys know, BlackRock is in tight with the SEC. All the regulators, you know, it's like a revolving door. Regulators coming in and out of BlackRock. It's essentially they're plucked from the same bird. So I could see this ETF actually getting approved, and that could be the catalyst that takes us into the next bull market. BlackRock iShares Bitcoin Trust application to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission this week might stand a better chance than previous attempts by other fund managers, thanks to the promise of a surveillance sharing agreement between exchanges. On page 36 of the NASDAQ, it stated that to mitigate against market manipulation, NASDAQ will be brought in to enter into a surveillance sharing agreement with an operator of a spot trading platform for Bitcoin. So basically, I guess this is a little bit different. It's a safer ETF where the NASDAQ is also monitoring the ETF. This could happen, and it looks like Coinbase is going to be in charge of custody. So remember I said Coinbase. Coinbase is going to steal the show. Binance is gone in the shitter, but Coinbase will steal the show. That's why you have Cathie Wood buying Coinbase. Well, here it is right here. If this ETF gets approved, Coinbase is going to be the custody holder. So Coinbase is going to go absolutely crazy, guys. And going back to what I said about Binance under investigation in France for aggravated money laundering. Binance is suspected of illegally providing digital asset services to local customers and implementing poor money laundering checks. You know, when it rains, it pours. That's what is happening with Binance. None of these regulators, for whatever reason, don't like Binance. I think a lot of it is they see what other countries are doing and they just want to follow, but Binance is under extreme scrutiny. I don't think Binance is like going to go under or anything like that. Well, I do think Binance.us will eventually be forced to go under, but I don't think Binance International will go under, but I think they will be kicked to the side and not be that #1 exchange anymore. What's their competition? I don't know, but I think this might be good for Binance. Binance is just too big. They have too much of a stronghold on the market, so I think you're going to see other exchanges over the years kicking Binance out of first place, and I think that's good. And if it does turn out that CZ was up to something illegal, I mean, he might have to step down altogether. Didn't cover this story a couple days ago. I didn't make a video, but everybody was all freaking out about this USDT DPEG. And every YouTuber was like looking at it. I actually woke up at like 3 in the morning and it's like somebody had done a video like USDT is depegging. And I'm like, whoa, like it must be pretty bad. Is it down to like 50, is it down to like half a penny or something like that? And it was like 0.2 cent. It was like nothing. It was down like absolutely nothing. And it's such a nothing burger. USDT always gets attacked every year. It always depegs a little bit. It always comes back. But for some reason, this time people, I guess because there's such fear in the market right now, people got so upset about it. I actually had money in USDT on Binance, Binance.us. I had a little bit on there, and I was thinking to myself, should I sell this and now take like the, $50 loss and put it into Bitcoin or something or USD? And I'm just like, no, it'll come right back. So as always, it comes back. Folks, if USDT goes to zero and depegs, the whole crypto market is finished. It's not going to happen. USDT, they've already proven that they have money in reserves. They've been attacked. Every bear market, they get attacked. They lose their peg by a little bit, but losing your peg is normal. All of these stable coins lose their peg a little bit. It happens. Folks, other than that, there's not too much going on. I think the big story is, and I just try to emphasize this with people, is every time Bitcoin dumps, every time we get a big dump in Bitcoin and altcoins, a lot of people think it's over. They think it's gone away. The narrative right now is that altcoins are going away because the SEC is attacking a few exchanges. Folks, altcoins aren't going anywhere. Yes, altcoins are more risky than Bitcoin, and you have to pick your poison. I would not be in even though BNB is pumping today, I would not be in BNB to save my life. Like if somebody gave me BNB right now, I would get out of it because there's just far too much drama with BNB. But the altcoins during the bull market are going to come back stronger than ever, regardless of what the SEC is doing, because these altcoins trade internationally, and not to mention whatever's going on with the SEC is going to drag out for many, many years, at least 2 or 3 years going past the next bull market. You have to remember in these markets, Bitcoin dominance always goes up towards the end of the bear market, because we usually get some catalyst that takes us into the gutter. Everybody gets afraid because the markets have been shitty for so long, and they just give up. They give up on the altcoins and they go into Bitcoin. Then we get closer to the halving, Bitcoin dominance goes down and people pile back into the altcoins. So you're absolutely going to see Bitcoin take off first. This is par for the course. You're absolutely going to see Bitcoin going up and up and up and up. $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, and your favorite altcoins are going to lag behind. But this is normal. I know when it's happening. I can see the videos right now. Oh my God, get your money out of altcoins. Oh my God, Bitcoin dominance is going up right now. Altcoins are finished. I encourage you, go on YouTube and look at videos from 2, 3, 4 years ago. This happens every cycle. And then once Bitcoin tops out, the money's going to flow into altcoins. Are there certain altcoins that are going to get fucked and not pump all that well? Yeah. If XRP loses that lawsuit, it's not going to pump very well. There's many, many altcoins. I'm not going to go down the list because I don't know. There could be bad news for a certain altcoin, regulation for a certain altcoin. There could be a rug pull for a certain altcoin. That's why I'm sticking into coins like Cardano, Theta, Litecoin. Litecoin is one of my top holding altcoins right now, that and Cardano. You want to be in good quality altcoins because you don't want to be in anything that's going to rug pull on you. But don't get discouraged by you seeing Bitcoin pumping first, because that's what's going to happen. You're not going to see Cardano shoot up to $2 while Bitcoin's at $30,000. Bitcoin's going to have a run, then the altcoins have a run, and then the lower cap altcoins going into Theta are going to have a run, then the lower altcoins like Vulcan Forge and the Metaverse coins are going to have a run, as are the AI coins. So we're coming towards the end of a bull run. We're coming towards the end of a bear market. Bitcoin's getting ready to rumble. We could drop under $20,000 before we go back up again. But yes, unfortunately, altcoins probably will lag until we get closer to that halving. But that's why this is a great time to buy. You might see certain altcoins pumping while others aren't. That's kind of what happens. But at the end of the day, by this time next year, I think it's going to be a whole different market, and people are just going to be, we're going to be in that euphoric stage. All right, like and subscribe.